Hello, my beautiful people, my Facebook family and friends. How are you on this lovely day? The birds are chirping. I love to hear the sound. I love the sound of nature. This is Tia Jones. I'm back with another video on narcissism. And my topic is narcissistic females. First, can you please do me a favor, like, subscribe, and share my channel, and leave a donation in my to my YouTube channel. My Cash App information will be in the comment area below. Or either in the description, either or, and also don't forget to push the notification button so you can be notified of my other videos. I'm out here vending while I'm doing the video, so if I get a customer, that's because I'm vending. So I might have to stop for a customer. Well, I'm doing this video is about narcissistic females, and don't let me get started on these narcissistic females. Don't let me get started on her. She's she's a pistol. That's a pistol, and that's putting it very lightly to what I really want to say. What I really want to call her. She takes advantage of others, uses all your resources. She's very gossipy, bullyish. Spend up your money, and sleep with your man, stab you in the back. Very bullyish. Bullies her underlings in the workplace. Very bossy, very demanding. And if she just another employee on a job, she maneuvers you to do her work. And your parents are the reasons why you attract these people. They are the reason. Your narcissistic parents are the reason why you attract these people. Narcissistic friendships, narcissist romantic partners, which is another video on that matter. I can't really get out what I'm trying to say. Give me a minute. She is trouble. Put it this way, she is trouble. Very destructive, very problematic. She's not your friend. She will only be your friend for what she can take advantage of. to, she would use up whatever you have. You use it for any and everything. I remember when I was working at a nursing home as a nurse's aide. It's this one girl who was a nurse's aide, who was a nurse's aide too as well. Kept coming to me for help and never come to nobody else to help me with all the people, and constantly make me behind on my job, on my work, getting my patients' care done. She just hold me up from getting my work done. I remember when it was short staff. It was 2 on each floor, on each area. Her area was way on the other side of the building. Instead of getting a person on her side to help her, she'd come all the way to my side to get me. And I finally got fed up, and I switched from morning shift to night shift. The way I wouldn't have to deal with her anymore. Then about later on, I found out that she quit. She quit because she didn't have nobody to take on the bulk of her work anymore. That's what that was. And another co-worker I work with, work with. After my shift is over and I'm finished with my patients, I will wash my hand and put on lotion. I had the type of lotion with fragrance in it, and they had lotion on the desk for employers to use, but it was some kind of cheap lotion, like a Suave. But mine had it like a fruity fragrance, and she kept asking me for it every day until it was all gone. Just kept asking me for it. I remember one time on a job, I accidentally left some perfume spray on the desk. Another employer sprayed some more, and she knew it was mine. They would use you. They would use you for use up your hygiene products, your oils, your colognes. Narcissistic females, they're very envious, very jealous, very gossipy. Very gossipy. They talk about you behind your back. I remember one employer, she used to speak to me. All of a sudden, she stopped speaking to me, will look at me and not speak, and will gossip about me. Your parents are the reason why you attract these people. They're the reason why you have low boundaries, have a hard time saying no. Your narcissistic parents. It's the reason why my friend circle is very small. Hardly any. Reason why most women I don't trust. I'm not saying all of them like that, but you can't tell one from the other. It's the reason why I really don't have any female friends. I've been burnt too many times, and burnt and abused for years. They're done dirty. The narcissistic female family members. I have narcissists in my family. I have 2 cousins on my father's side. I have 2 cousins on my father's side. One is a covert, one is an overt. She was good. I remember I remember when I was living there with them. When I was a teenager, living with my grandmother. My grandmother had custody of me and my brother. But it was also other people staying there, cousins and stuff. Well, I mentioned in my other video, my grandmother had 15 kids, so there's always going to be a full house there. It was always a full house there. Full house, more like a party house. And my aunt and my cousin, who's an overt narcissist, came to live there. This was the one that gave me HELL. You know, I was the scapegoat in the family, the walking doormat that everybody took advantage of. And she would talk to me any kind of way, and was a very passive aggressive, and embarrass me, make a fool of me in front of people. And I remember she would go in my room and just take clothing of mine without even asking. And made a pushover, a doormat. It was difficult for me to say anything, not wanting confrontation. And she would just, I remember one time I had on a nice outfit, and I had a red sweater that went nice with the outfit I had. A real nice sweater. Oh my. Well, I was looking everywhere for that sweater, all in the closet, couldn't find it. It's like it disappeared. She can't. I think I even wanted to wear it to work or wear it to school. She came home from school and she was wearing it. She was wearing it. just take full advantage. Now, if I was to go in her room and just take her things without asking, she would have went through the roof. Narcissists don't believe in giving people the same respect they want at all. They don't reciprocate at all. They don't treat people the way they want to be treated. And they just, I mean, this girl was just a pistol. She would get smart with people, talk to people any kind of way, and we're ready to fight if you get smart with her. Oh. I remember one time, another time she asked me if I could, if I had an old shirt for her to wear to cook in. She was frying some food. And I said, yeah. So I was going going to my room and get the shirt. She goes up to the room before I get there and just grab whatever she wants. And it was one of my good shirts. One of my good shirts. Why would I want her to get grease stains to one of my shirts? And I was very angry. Again, scared to say anything, avoiding confrontation. I remember when I had my son, I was in my room sleep with my baby, and I had a balcony, and I had a balcony in my room where people hung their clothes at. Mind you, I never had no privacy, no privacy, and your boundary. My boundaries in that house was a joke. Never existed. She bought buses in my room, not even knocking or anything. To go out on the balcony. This is during the winter. It was freezing cold in Baltimore. All that cold air blowing on my baby. And I told her about it, and she said, "Well, you should never chose that room. Ain't nobody worrying about that baby." See, narcissists have no compassion, no empathy. You would have to have no compassion and empathy to be able to say that. So I told her mother about it. She didn't really do anything. So I had to put a lock on my door. I had another cousin who was a covert narcissist. Everybody thought she was a nice little sweet little lamb when when knowing good and well she was anything but, because she was always mean to me, picking fights with me. The abuse was very covert, very covert. Not nice to everybody else, maybe else, mean and hateful to the pushover. And will only hang out with me if she can use me, if I had money. I remember one time I was a teenager working at McDonald's. I have a and I think I have a customer here. You want? Thanks. Can you thanks? Can you also subscribe to my YouTube channel?
No.
Can you also subscribe to my YouTube channel? No, subscribe to. Can you speak English?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, subscribe to my YouTube channel.
What is it about?
It's called. It's called. The name of it is Tia, T-I-A. Joan, J-O-N.
What is it about?
It's different topics.
Life?
Yeah.
Can you just give me the name of one of your videos? I don't want to go all the way and subscribe, because that's a big step.
Oh, like narcissist parents.
Narcissist parents?
Yeah.
And your name was again?
Tia Joan, J-O-N-E-D. That's the name. You gotta
Narcissist parents.
and my name, that way I can come up. T-I-A, first name, last name, J-O-N-E-D. J-O-N-E-D. Did I come up? You gotta put my name in it.
Yeah, put yourself in there. Don't subscribe though. Don't subscribe from me. You do. Wait a minute. Oh, there you go. There go me right there. Thank you.
Alright.
We'll check you out.
Okay. Hey, thanks for the donation. Okay, I'm back. Like where I was at, like I said, I had to put a lock on the door, and I was talking about my other cousin. Everybody thought she was a nice little, sweet little lamb, but were always mean to me, pick fights with me when we were teenagers for no reason. And the abuse was just so covert, very covert. I remember one time when we were living with me and my son when he was real young, about 3 years old, and she had 2 younger kids around my son's age. We were staying with her father in Texas. I remember that I was a real devout Christian, and I was into my worship real deep. She would let her kids tear up my Bibles and mess with them. Wouldn't say anything to them. Would make me would have me taking care of her kids, washing them up, changing their diapers. I come in there with food to feed my child. Her kids would come running, and she was expecting me to feed them. And just taking advantage. I end up moving out because I got tired. I would attracted narcissist females in school that would take, excuse me, that would take full advantage. You know, I was bullied in school, constantly attracting people that toxic people, toxic friends that bullied me. Bullied me for my school supplies, would take all my notebook paper. It was 2 girls in my class would never had supplies. They would always ask me